So you all remember that one time when I said I will be reading out things you guys personally send me and hate? Well, here is a part 2, or maybe a part 1 of this season that I'll probably, not a season, it's just like an episode, and I'll just be reading things you've sent me, or mostly that. First person is Pescar, which he doesn't really do good, but I asked him, send me 3 things you hate about GROWTOPIA and the reasons. I'll be really grateful. Number 1 being servers max 75k capacity. I just can't enter the game sometimes. Number 2, BGLs being locked. Do I really have to explain? Number 3, spam bots. They're just annoying. And let's say I do agree with all 3 of them. I do hate when the server capacity is at 75k, or the fact that the blue gems are locked for no reason at all. And next person is New Taste, which can easily be seen or should. I asked him the same thing, and he said, spending way too much time on it. The reason, because I like talking to people and it helps me with loneliness. And he doesn't really have anything else that he mostly hates about GROWTOPIA, which I do certainly agree that, yeah, there isn't much things to it. Next person is Zupsik, which same thing goes for the same thing. I asked him the same thing, and he said, overloaded servers, so that's self-explanatory, takes way too long to get into the game, or on busy hours, demotivating makes him play less. I do have the same thing. I do hate when servers are at max capacity and they really just want you to either play less or just wait until the server is same thing, full. No, it's empty. Next person is COD. Let's say I asked him the same thing. And he said, number 1, they only spend $12,000 on servers a month. That's why it's consistently down and maxed at 75k players a lot. A lot of items are glitched, like change of addresses unavailable quite a lot. That is mostly it. That is sort of a big problem of GROWTOPIA because they keep locking items for no reason, which at first point were like super expensive rare items, then diamond locks at sometimes, blue gem locks, other items, change of addresses. At one point they blocked birth certificates for like a couple of hours because there was a bug where you could just get duplicated names. Next is just suggested by a deleted user. Yikes. Well, I asked him this and I asked the person the same thing. Send me 3 things you hate about GROWTOPIA. Addicting, toxic, and intellectually stimulating. I think the above is self-explanatory. It probably raises the dopamine level in like a catastrophic level, and it doesn't do good. So basically what he's talking about is, I talked to him quite a while ago and he was talking about how he got banned for 2 different reasons. One reason was he was having cyber talks or something like that, and second was account trading, which those 2 don't really line up, and he's been denied twice, which doesn't really make quite a bit of sense, but sort of does. Well, here comes one of my favorite persons that I was actually having fun to talk to. So I asked Matchix, which is a Purple Demons guild leader, and also my friend. I asked him the same thing. Send me 3 things I hate about GROWTOPIA. That's probably sort of the same proof. And he said, spammers and bots self-explanatory. The prices of items skyrocketing and being too expensive. And the game is becoming too pay to win. Example, you have to buy items for actual money from the shop or the game. It's basically just becoming a gacha game, which is boring. I do agree to that quite a lot, because I have had the same experience where I've seen a lot of people buy like items that are mostly just there for the price. And just as it happened was with Ubi Week, where you could get from like those boxes those untradeable items which cost like $10. For some people it costs 15, for some it costs 8, which basically made it sort of like a gacha game. If you get it, you became rich. If you didn't, well, you just lost however much you did. And yeah, the next person that has messaged me, well, I messaged him asking something, is Svinet. He gave me an essay. Okay, number 1, bots. They are just annoying, and whenever I try to trade stuff in Buy Plus worlds, they are usually filled with bots blocking my view. some worlds seem to have it under control, like Rage and Seeds, where there seems to be not any bots at all. Number 2, manipulators. Obviously the reason, especially when I want to buy stuff and I buy something for a price and then I find out it was manipulated and then I lose Warbucks, or when I find out the buyers and they tell me that my price is manipulated or normal price and so on. Number 3, 75k max players. This is kind of related to the fact that there's quite a bit of bots playing, because if we're being honest, there's probably 40% of people online that are bots when it is at 75k online, meaning who actually get to play the game are not able to play and gotta keep trying to log in. I do agree to that quite a bit, because I have had huge problems and I've made video explaining that the fact that it's so annoying that they at one point, only at one point, I'm gonna remind you once again, 1 point, they've increased the cap to 80,000, which was during Summerfest, and then they removed the cap again, which is, why do you even do that? It's so stupid. Now next one is from my fan that has sort of found my channel from YouTube itself, and his name is Brickole. And also you might be wondering, why the fuck am I showing? Well, it's because I'm not making this shit up. People are messaging me. I message them and they message me, and then we talk back and forth if I have their permission to use the information they give me. I hate GROWTOPIA that there's a new dupe glitch every year. I hate how they can't update us on when things will be re-enabled or enabled. And he hates casinos. Well, I feel like everyone does hate it. And I don't really think anyone will ever like casinos in general. But there are quite a bit of things that we don't really will ever know. Like, yeah, they're gonna lock some items, but their moderators aren't really gonna tell us. For one step of being is, if they tell us that, everyone's gonna be like, oh, but why, then they'll have to go more in depth, so it's better if they just keep it sometimes closed, but a lot of people just find out the information. And this person wanted to be kept anonymous. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. Sorry, but I asked the person, and the person said, I want to be anonymous, and I will respect it. That was a hard question. First, illegal players make the game unbalanced. Hard work doesn't pay off. Number 2, people who use others. I don't know what description I can give to that. It just makes me sort of just the same thing. People do get used quite a bit in GROWTOPIA. It's the same with like the videos that I'm going to make and made, which is just using people, the dedication of scammers, of GROWTOPians, the scumbags that there are that use people. And the third one is the chat glitch, when it looks like someone is writing but isn't. There are other glitches in the chat too, but not the severe ones. And there isn't much that there is explained, and thank you to, honestly, everyone so far who's made it to 8 minutes, honestly interested in watching what people hate. I will include you, but you have to sort of just message me, which I sort of am trying to do. I will probably put the same my Discord in the description, and I'll just let people know. And the next thing goes for next person, X3N on Instagram, and he says, I hate bots because they fill up the server and they spam. I don't get much things that I hate. Maybe BGL or DL sellers and the price inflation. Well, that kind of is sort explanatory. Yeah, there is quite a bit of things that we don't really generally like people buying or selling stuff for real money, because it is an unfair advantage, which no one does like, because it just ruins all of your hard work. And thank you for everyone that so far have been giving me good reasons of why you could hate GROWTOPIA or do hate it. And this one is going to be insane. So Yusuf, or Funny Bear in GROWTOPIA, has given me quite a bit of an essay. I'm explaining. Well, shall we get into it? I think we should. Economy some years ago, before Ubisoft came along, you could easily become rich and profit a lot in just one day, and nowadays there's hella factors stopping you from doing that in a loop or a paradox, kind of. For example, Now, when it's more difficult to profit easier, if you start with nothing, you earn up, for example, one proud download, and what happens? You're a victim in the economy. People trying to finesse and scam you, and people just promoting their worlds before you're able to promote your own because of the spammers. The economy right now is just too much. I have made the video also like the economy and the update of it. The economy is just always going down the drain. There's nothing we can generally do to increase it or make it become better. It's always going to stay the same. And last but not least, my close friend that I met so recently is Sway of Legend. And he says, I hate Finnish people. If you have more wealth than them, you are automatically a DL buyer, and the rest of them are just toxic as hell. All of the new hacks, exploits, those automatic farming bots, and newbie support. Now, you might be questioning, why did I show you people that message me? Well, it's for one reason and another. It's because I wanted to show you that I didn't make this up, because I wanted a new content video. I have personally asked quite a bit of people, why do they hate GROWTOPIA, and is there any reason that I can get an explanation out of them, and then sort of just make a video on it. And it's something that I do want to possibly make, because I want everyone to feel sort of in the same position. I want everyone to feel like they're needed, they're wanted. I just want to make people in general just show their emotions against the game and just make it into a one simple video. I will keep doing this, don't worry. This isn't going to be like a one video only. And if you're ever wondering, here is my Instagram. If you've ever wanted to message me. My Discord is also going to be in the description. But I do think, I generally want to say thank you so much for the people that have messaged me, dedicated your couple of minutes to watching this 12, probably 13-minute video that's gonna come out. And I hope you like my raw opinion in general on what I make. I don't intend on probably become someone big because of GROWTOPIA content. I will switch someday to maybe something, but it's probably gonna be being the same commentary thing. And I do want to generally say thank you. Thank you to everyone who gives me a chance of your time to watch me make these short videos, which nowadays have gotten from 1 to 2 minutes to now like 3, 4, and then now it's gonna be like 12 and a half. But seriously, thank you. Hope to see you on the next part or next episode, whenever that comes out. I'll try to do it maybe consistently. And thank you so much for watching.